Oh, so KO. Oh, that's a good thing. So I wanted to touch on that. So KOF has changed. My old KOF guide really no longer applies anymore because they changed basically the infinite farming. So you can't do that anymore. But it was, to be honest, Corin, I don't know if you were here for the last KOF event, but you can't compete unless you botted. So you had to bot to be able, because everyone was botting, because there was unlimited KOF coins. It was, if you farmed floor 5, you didn't have to ever buy coins. It was infinite farming on floor 5 because your coin gain exceeded the refill cost. So you always had coins to refill, and you always had coins that you were gaining extra. The problem was people botted. People ran a bot that just farmed 24/7 constantly, and they like destroyed the charts. I mean, it was really ridiculous. It wasn't a good place to be for the game, so they changed it. Only at the last 2 hours of the event. Oh, gotcha. Hey, Smitty. So I am definitely in favor of this. One of the complaints that I've been hearing is people are saying that now it's pay to win because you have to buy coins and it's not as free to play friendly. But here is the truth, guys. Being able to infinitely farm and have people abuse that with bots is just, what's the expression? One bad apple ruins the bunch. They didn't mind that you could infinite farm. They didn't. It was like, cool, infinite farm, fine. You know, but that's why there was a trade-off. If you were in KOF, you didn't gain as much as you did something else. The problem is people took advantage of that infinite farming, wrote scripts, and then just farmed forever, and you just could never compete with them. So this way now, they can't farm forever unless they pay. So if they pay, then they're going to outpace you. But the thing is, people are complaining about that. They're saying it's pay to win, pay to win. Here is the fact, and everyone that is free to play or a guppy like myself, you're not necessarily free to play, but you do spend some money. The hard fact of it is, anyone who spends is going to have advantage over anyone who's free to play. Always, all the time, forever. There's nothing you can do about it. It's just a fact of life. And if they whale, if someone whales, you have zero chance to compete with them unless you whale as well. That's like, in events like that, that's really just it. I mean, it's bottom line. That's really it. So, I think you can infinite farm if you can do level 8 or higher, but not much gain from that. So, it's just, if you are in the camp of people who are whaling have a huge advantage now in KOF, I mean, the sad fact is, people who are whaling always had an advantage. So what's the difference? I mean, it's just a fact of how these games work. I'm not trying to be harsh or rude to anyone, but the fact of the matter is, if you have the money, you're gonna win. But yeah, I mean, that's just how I feel about it. They're just always gonna have an advantage, and I'm perfectly okay with that because I'm of the mind. Here's the thing, and if you think about it this way, money. There's two groups of people, right? So you have people that say time is money, and you have people who say, you know what, it's a lot. I may not be a well, but I would rather pay $20, $30 to do this quicker because to me, not me personally, but this person is saying to me, I value my time more than I value this $20, right? So those are the two camps, right? You have your whales who are just going to spend to do it. Then you have the people that says, look, these games take a long time. I do like to play them, but I'm going to spend the $20 or $30 to get a head start in these certain situations because I value my time. Here's the thing. Money has a much higher value for everyone on the planet than a game. You can't go to anyone and say, hey, look at this money. I will give you $50, right? I'll give you $50 in exchange for something dumb. Like, no, it's like, this is money. This is worth something. You got to give me something of value, something that makes it worth it for me to give you $50 in this game. So if someone's going to pay $50, I can guarantee you in a game, they're going to expect a boost. Because, oh, hey, Obim! Oh my good Lord in heaven. Obim, good to see you, man. Good to see you. So, there has to be value for those people to want to spend money. Because money has more value. It actually, not only that, but it funds the game. So developers also want those people to spend. They want to spend to get the time advantage So they're going to have the advantage, period. Money is just how it works when you want to advance. And free-to-play players can't say, well, this person spent XYZ dollars. I can guarantee you if Mr. Free-to-Play spent $50, he would expect a huge boost in the game over the other free-to-play people. And that's what I think free-to-play people forget. They want the same advantages. They want a level playing field. But when someone puts in dollars, when someone says, I am putting dollars into this, they better damn well get a huge advantage over a free-to-play player. Period. When I spend, I expect to have a huge advantage in whatever I'm doing over a free-to-play person. Period. And I don't care what free-to-play person complains about it. I bought 2 merchants halls for Vampire. And I had a much higher chance of getting a Vampire than a free-to-play person. Like, if I would have pulled, like, 3 or 4 Vamps, if I would have, I'd be like, awesome. A free-to-play person could only pull, like, 4 times. He's mad, well, Russ pulled 7 times, and he got, like, 3 Vampires. I pulled 2, and I didn't even get 1. It's like, I paid for that. So that's how I look at it, right? I mean, I'm not trying to offend anyone, right? Not at all. I'm really not. It's just that if you spend money, people expect an advantage. They expect to have an advantage over, and they should have an advantage over, period. End of discussion. Because they are putting in money. Oh, I'm sorry, DM. That's just how I feel. And I have nothing against that. Dude, if some whale walked in right now and dropped like $700, got every single unit in the game, then he farmed like for months straight, like just all day, every day, had the best gear. No one could ever hope to touch him. Dude, I'd give that dude a high five and be jealous because that is awesome. That is awesome. You're offended that? Nah, dude, I'm not. I'd rather have it, to be honest, and I'm not siding with the developer. I know this is a hot topic, right? I know it is. But the thing is, the old way sucked. Unless you wrote a script to bot, you were SOL. You had 0 chance. I was just saying that anyone who spends a significant amount of money, I expect them to have a significant advantage. And I have 0 problems with that. I think the problem with the free-to-play crowd is they go, well, I want that too. I wanted this too. I want this too. Well, guess what? You can get everything a pay-to-win person can get, but it takes you considerably longer time. That's the trade-off. If you don't want to wait, spend money. If you don't want to spend money, then wait. If you don't want to spend money, you don't want to wait, play something else. I mean, that's pretty much how I look at it. I mean, that's just the truth. That's just the truth. Why should a free-to-play person be on the same playing field as a whale? It just doesn't make any sense to me. It really doesn't. You shouldn't be on it. You shouldn't even be close to the same as a whale. I'm not talking about a person like me that spends $100 here, $100 there, $100 here. Not that kind of person, no. I'm talking about someone who, when a new champion comes out, they're dropping like freaking $1,200, $1,300, $1,400 to pull a light or a dark unit. Like, I'm talking about serious whales who drop thousands of dollars to get a unit or to get a specific amount of gear. Accept it that they are going to have an advantage, move on with your life, and then you'll be a lot happier. That's just how I feel about it. And I'm not trying to tick anyone off. I'm really not. They do fund the game. That's the thing. That's so it's a delicate balancing act, right? You do need the whales. And then whales do need the guppies. And the guppies do need the free-to-play players. Like, the free-to-play players are a big deal. But free-to-play players have to understand they are not going to get things as fast as whales. Period. And that's just how it is.